Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a secret to getting a super sharp knife that nobody's telling you. Don't believe me? Go check YouTube's front page and check the top rated videos and nobody will have this secret in there. So I'm going to show it to you. So normally what I do when I sharpen a knife is I use these Edge Pro stones. I have the expensive water stones, but the problem with the expensive water stones is they're expensive and you need a lot of them. You need anywhere from a 220 grit all the way up to an 8000 grit. And the finer the grit, the more expensive the stone. I have a 220, a 600, and a 1000. And typically all I use to sharpen a knife is a 600 and a 1000. As long as the knife is in decent condition with no nicks or chips in it, you can get away with just a 600 and a 1000. So once you get to the 1000 grit stone, you're going to have a knife that's fairly sharp. But if you want to take that knife to the next level, you're going to have to use something else. And that something else is a strop. So using a strop is fairly simple. I have a knife here that I sharpened on the 1000 grit stone, and I'm going to take the strop and you're going to lay the knife at a shallower angle than you would on your stone, and you're going to lift up slightly, not applying too much pressure, maybe about as much pressure as you'd use to click a mouse on a computer. So you're going to take the knife and you're just going to run it back on both sides. Normally what I do is I do 5 strokes on one side, I turn it over, and I do 5 on the other, and then I'll alternate for 5. And what that does is it knocks that little wire edge, you're not going to be able to see it in this camera, but it knocks that wire edge off of the blade that the 1000 grit stone will leave behind. Now using higher grit whetstones will knock that edge off. However, you're going to need a lot of them. You're going to need up to probably an 8000 grit whetstone to get the same type of sharpness as you'll get from a 1000 grit and a strop. Because the strop will remove that wire edge and you'll end up with a knife that's insanely sharp. So how sharp is this knife, you ask? Well, it's pretty sharp. Let's see if I can get this here. Now this strop here, I forget who makes it, but it's basically just a piece of leather that's been impregnated with a rubbing compound. And they have rubbing compounds of different grits. They have them anywhere from black, which is the coarsest, all the way up to, I believe, red, which is the finest. The green is usually in the middle somewhere. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. This is all you need to keep your knives sharp at home. A 220, a 600, and a 1000 grit, and a strop. If your knives are in good condition and you don't have any chips in the edge of the blade, you can pretty much maintain it with just a 600, a 1000, and a strop. Now once you get to the 1000, you're going to have to knock that wire edge off somehow, and the best way to do it is on a leather strop. There's no reason to go out and spend $300 to $400 on a bunch of whetstones that go up to 10,000 or 12,000 grit to get a super fine, super sharp edge. The only thing that you need to do it with is a 600, a 1000, and a strop. Alright guys, I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.